and red. So she was gonna do blonde and red.
Okay, do the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, call the meeting to order. Do a roll call, please.
Trustee Lopez?
Here.
Trustee McMahon?
Here.
Trustee Lacewell?
Here.
President Bang?
Here.
Trustee AG?
Here.
Trustee Wolford?
Here.
Trustee Pennell? Tom Green?
Okay, we have a quorum. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the business meeting on February 25th?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Next to the bills, I'll go over the bills. We've got MediaCom, 53209, Dorner Company, for some service that we had to have done on our equipment, 4029. Dale Romine for electrical inspection, 190. T-Row Price for our pension plan, 547.50. Domain listing for our website, 288. Surf Internet, 165.92 and 217.98. Strand and Associates for task order number 2, which is the well rehab, 548.63. And task order number 3 and 4, which is for the I&I report, 3,000. Nicor, 5610, 20245. 5352 and 127, no, that's ComEd. ComEd 127, 120, 127, 26321, 446025, 23131, 1862, 41, 364372, and 26798. Core and Main for some supplies, 2470. And Hawkins for chemicals, 218.57. Totals 2924.61, of which 4071.88 will come out of the general fund, and 16,852.73 will come out of water and sewer. Are there any questions? Can I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make a motion to pay
Can I
the
have a
bills.
second?
I'll second.
I'm going to have a roll call, please.
Sure. Trustee Lopez?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon?
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bang?
Aye.
Trustee AG?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
And
Okay,
Trustee
motion
Pennell?
passes. Okay, any public comments? Okay, going on to the annual employee review. We had our executive session at our last meeting to go over the wherewithals and all the reasons why I want to do this. And basically, we're going to give each employee a raise. Mike's will be due in April and Crystal's is due in May. June, okay, and I'm going to raise them both to 25. One of the reasons is because Mike is going to be taking on the added responsibility of our snow removal from now on, which was not part of the original job description, and he's probably going to have to supervise an additional employee on a very part-time basis when they need additional snow plowing. So I felt that in keeping with that and trying to maintain competitiveness with the salaries, we want to pay both of them $25 an hour. And I want to give Crystal an additional 3 days of vacation. She's been here 4 years, and I think she's earned it. So I want to do that. So are there any comments or any questions? Can I have a motion to approve the raises and the extra vacation?
I'll make a motion to approve the raises and the vacation.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Can I
Okay,
have
it
a roll?
wasn't in the minutes, I mean, it wasn't in the motion, but you've got it, it's 25 and 25.
25.
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Sure. Trustee Lopez?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon?
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bang?
Aye.
Trustee AG?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee Pennell?
Okay, motion passes, thank you. Next is ordinance 25-2, which is amending the original budget. As I told you people at the beginning of the year, a budget is merely an estimate of revenue and expenses. It's not a factual document, and as we go through the year, we can see where maybe we've underestimated some bills and overestimated some others, and we need to get that back under control so the budget remains balanced. So I gave you a copy of this at the committee meeting, and all the changes that were made to this were in bold type, so you can see what we did. One of the big things that we had to do was arrange the budget for the maintenance for the 01-41-512, which is maintenance service for equipment under public works, because we bought a new pickup truck. So that went over budget, so I borrowed money from other areas that were not over budget and put that money over there, but the total number of the budget remains the same, okay? So we ended up with this budget, a total surplus overall, all expenses and all income, we end up with a surplus of $47,600. But under the water wastewater, we had a net revenue over expenses of a minus $3,000. So we'll talk about that situation a little further down in the agenda, but that's not going to be allowed by the USDA, and I'll go over it at the time, okay? But the bottom line is, we still ended up with a surplus, and these numbers are much more accurate than they were before I did this. So any questions, any comments? Can I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
I'll make a motion to approve the ordinance.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Lopez?
No.
Trustee McMahon?
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bain?
Aye.
Trustee Agee?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee
Okay,
Panel?
motion passes, thank you. All right, next is this Public Works Mutual Network. This was found online, and it's basically a network between a lot of the smaller towns and villages that are in the state of Illinois, that it's basically a lending program for expertise and equipment and manpower in case you have an emergency or a catastrophe like a tornado or a flood or anything like that.
Well, we're just having to, just being a good neighbor and just letting others use it, and if we need help receiving it from
The
others.
same, this is
But it costs money, that, the way you're saying.
it's $100 a year.
I'm just saying, being a good neighbor doesn't cost anything.
Well, somebody may have some equipment someplace that we need to get a hold of, and this network allows you to find out who that is and where they are.
All right.
This doesn't go to the actual village or town that we're talking about. It goes to the people that maintain this network so that we have the information available. And conversely, we may have something that some other town is in need of, or some expertise that they're in need of
Yeah, being a
due
good
to the
neighbor, we help them out
circumstances.
with that.
Huh?
Well, being a good neighbor, we'd help them out with
But
it.
we're not charging them for that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The $100 is an administrative fee,
All right.
okay? Any questions? Can I have a motion to approve the $100 for this?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the motion passes. Thank you. Next on here is dog waste. I had a complaint. What precipitated this whole thing is I had a complaint from a neighbor who has a neighbor who isn't cleaning up the dog waste in his yard, and I think he's got multiple dogs, and it was starting to smell, and that was not acceptable. So when I went in and looked at the actual code that we have for dogs, it talks about cleaning up after your dog on public property or other people's property, but it doesn't address cleaning up your own yard after accumulation of waste.
Is there
Yeah.
anything in the health code about that?
No, it's not, there's nothing anywhere that talks about this.
All right.
So what I felt like is we needed to put something into that part of the ordinance specifically for that. So basically what this adds is that the owner of any pet or the person in charge of or responsible for the animal shall not allow the buildup of animal feces on their property and shall promptly remove such animal feces deposited at one's own property. The deposit and buildup of animal feces on one's own property constitutes waste as defined in section 4-4-1 of this 4-1-1 of this code, and the allowance of feces to remain on one's own private property would be a prohibited act under section 412 of this code. Any violation of this section shall be subject to fines and penalties as provided for in section 5-1-10 and section 4-4-6. Now, this is not intended that every time your dog goes outside to use the bathroom, you gotta go out after it to clean it up. This is when it becomes a nuisance, okay? So that's what it's intended for, okay? Any questions? Can I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Can we have a roll call, please?
Sure. Trustee Lopez?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon?
Aye.
Trustee Laso?
Aye.
President Bing?
Aye.
Trustee G?
Aye.
Trustee Wilford? Trustee Pennell?
I'll
Hold on,
say,
hold on.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I heard you say aye, I'm
I'm still
No, I'm sorry.
torn on this one, so I'm just gonna,
I'm sorry, we're in the vote, you can no longer discuss.
I know, so I have, can I abstain?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
You're-
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, so the
That's all
motion-
right.
I thought I heard you.
Motion passes.
Yeah.
Next, we have the PTO fundraiser for Capron Elementary School. We donated $50 last year. Do we want to donate $50 again this year? So can I have a motion to approve the donation of $50?
I'll make a motion to approve the $50.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, next, let's talk about Capron Day. I brought it up last time. I want to know if you're all in favor of moving forward with this. What I'm talking about is, you know, like maybe a one day, like a Saturday from like noon to 4, something like that. Kind of like a safety day. We get the sheriff out there with a dog. We get the fire department out there with some equipment for the kids to climb over. We can get the health department out here. They can all set up like their little booths and stuff. We can get a car seat safety check and maybe a bike safety lane and that sort of thing, and a couple of bounce houses and a couple of food trucks, and that'd do it. So most of this would be voluntary. I don't think we'd have to pay for a lot of it, so I'm thinking maybe, you know, under $1,000 to do this. So, is anybody interested? I mean, do you want to move forward with this? I just want to poll. This isn't a vote to approve it. I just want to know if you're interested in moving forward. So, Elizabeth?
I'm honestly not sure.
Okay. Kim?
Yes.
Okay. Melissa?
I think it'd be fun.
Okay. Rachel?
Are you looking to do it this year, or would that be a next year?
Let's see how it goes. I don't know, we could do it this year and schedule everything and, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I think it
I
would
think some
happen.
research would need to be done into it for prices and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but yeah,
So finagling, yeah.
okay?
As long as we do the research, I agree.
All right, then that's what I'll do, so we'll start looking at that, okay? Next is the message board. Now, I know the message board has been there a long time, and I know it was a Boy
Yes.
Scout project.
Before you get on that, I was thinking maybe we could table that and maybe put out a survey to see what the residents think about it.
Oh, what?
Because it is a very expensive purchase for just a sign.
Well,
But we're
We're
not
gonna have to-
voting on purchasing
not-
anything tonight.
no.
Oh,
We're
that's
just
just
talking about it.
Well, I do think maybe asking the residents what they think would be a good
Well,
idea.
they can call us and let us know. They can come to a meeting and let us know. Okay? The door's open. You obviously know that. Okay? All right. So basically, you know, it's been there a long time. It's made out of wood. The letters are difficult to use. In the wintertime, they come brittle and they break and we have to buy new ones. It's a pain in the butt to go out there in the wintertime and change all that stuff. And if the weather's inclement, snowing or raining, it makes it worse. The electrical on it isn't what it used to be with the lights, all right? It's difficult to see. And I just felt like if we got something, not elaborate, I'm not talking about like the Hard Rock Cafe here, okay? I'm just talking about an electric message sign that we could put messages on with like, you know, Happy New Year or Merry
Why don't we just
Christmas.
use the village's website to do that?
Well, not everybody has access to the internet, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to talk to the board about it.
All right.
So, I know it was a Boy Scout project, and I'm sure we could save some of the aesthetics from that thing and incorporate it into a new base for a message board, but then it would be, you know, easier to program. We could program it from a computer so somebody could do it inside. It's gonna be lit up so people can see it, all right? And it'll last a long time. And, you know, I know they're not cheap. The quotes we got here were for like $10,000 and $12,000. But, you know, we've been really good with our money. We've got $1,270,000 in our treasury. So $10,000 is not a whole lot of money. And I just think it would help make downtown look a little bit nicer and encourage other people to do the same. And I just want you guys to think about it, okay? I think it would be a really good idea. Yeah.
There's one that doesn't have a price on it, the last one, Fusion Series. How
That
much
is,
is that one?
that's actually the one that's 10,000. That's what they're just showing us what it would be,
Yeah.
what the
quote is-
actual
yeah,
screen would be.
Okay.
Those are the
12,000,
specifications.
This one's 12,000, this one's
Yeah,
10,793.
that one goes with
Oh, so
that.
this one goes with
Yeah.
that one.
So I just think it would be a good idea to do. I just think the way it's
All
situated
they're
and
doing
everything,
is
nobody
just
can
showing
see
us
it
what the
anyhow.
thing would look like.
Well, how much are they gonna go up now? Because these are from 2022.
Well, yeah, they're gonna go up, that's why I'm just
And
gonna,
that
I'll get some more, we're
base
gonna get some more
not
quotes,
east side either.
okay?
The actual quotes, because I did those in 2022, the actual quote was to use the base that we have now. All it would do is just replace where the letters are at. Now, yes, it's gonna go up, because of course that was 2 years ago, but
Wait, this isn't from this year, these quotes?
I quoted them out in
2022.
2022 when I first thought about bringing the message board before the board.
Okay.
But because of price, at the time I did not. So we can get these re-quoted out. We're just giving the board an idea of,
Yeah.
hey, back in 2022, we actually quoted them out. This is what they said back then.
Right.
And it was for the sign as it is now.
Okay.
It wasn't with masonry or moving the sign or anything. It was just a single side, same
Is there any
size.
idea what hooking the electric up to it would be?
It's already got electric to it, it would just need to be upgraded electric. So there is electric to the sign already.
All right.
So we would
We'd
keep the
probably have to run
signs still
internet
down
line
there,
to it, that's
or,
all.
I thought we were putting it out here is what he had meant.
Well, I'd
But-
kinda like to, but, I mean, that's part of the discussion also, is where do we wanna put it? To me, it doesn't make sense to have it all the way down that end of the town when this is where Village Hall is, and this is where it should be.
But the
we
reason
have
it-
differing opinions here.
The reason it was put down there originally, one, it was the Boy Scout project, two, that was the village green, that is where the original bandstand for the town was at. That's why the sign was placed down there.
Okay, but now we're over here.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense to do that, but, we'll get some more quotes on this, so I can give it to you, okay? All right. Next is the I&I report. This is the smoke test and manhole inspection that we did, and I know we went over this, but we've done a little bit more investigation on this, and I got some pictures for you so you could actually see some of the condition of some of the stuff that has to be replaced. We got manhole covers with holes in them. We've got crumbling bricks in the manholes. We've got a real mess here, okay? So basically, we went out and did a count. Core and Main actually came out here and went around with Mike, our Public Works employee, and we have 55 manhole covers that we are going to have to replace. And then there are 5 manholes specifically that have to be taken care of because they're rated in very, very poor condition. So what happens is, when the bricks and stuff in the manhole start to collapse, so does the road, okay? And now you're gonna have trucks and cars and everything driving over it, and it's just gonna make it worse and worse and worse. And that allows stormwater to seep into it and everything else, and it's becoming a safety hazard as well for traffic. So, basically, I'm just letting you know what I'm gonna do for the budget next year. We're spending approximately $65,000 to do the rehab on well number 2. And well number 2 should be up and running sometime next week, and then we get samples on it, and then we can put it online. We spent about $65,000 on that. and we're not gonna do that again next year, so I'm gonna take that $65,000 and move it over to the I&I report, and I think we can get the manhole covers and those 5 manholes done for the $65,000, and then the year after, we'll finish it, and we'll finish up all the other stuff that needs to be done on the other manholes. But I need to get this done as soon as possible, so I just wanted to let you know about it, okay? And I will have the budget for you at the committee meeting in April, all right? Next, let's talk about a water rate increase. I just talked about, we just passed the budget amended, and it showed that we have a $3,000 negative balance in the budget. So I want to remind everybody that last year, we removed the $5 surcharge on everybody's water bill, and we eliminated the final water increase last year that was mandated by ordinance, so we kept the water rates flat. So I went through here and I did a little bit of calculation, and if we do a 2% rate increase, effective May 1st, which is the beginning of the fiscal year, that is going to add $1.24 to the minimum water bill. So it's not a lot, and it's still less than what everybody was paying before we did the freeze on the water rates and removed the $5 last year. So what that does is it will give us an extra $12,600, and that'll put us in the black on water and wastewater. And we are not allowed to carry a deficit. We have an agreement with USDA for the loan that we're paying back, the 40-year loan for the water tower and the new well and everything. And we are required to have a rate analysis that shows that we can pay for everything. So that's what this is going to do. So what we did last year when we wrote the ordinance to eliminate the final rate increase and give us the authority to make rate increases as we deem necessary. It has to be done by resolution, and we do not have a resolution tonight, so I will have a resolution ready for the committee meeting on April 5th, I think it is. I don't remember the date exactly. Not April 9th? Okay, we'll have it ready for that.
Yeah, I think
Okay, so I just want to let you know that's what we're going to do. IDOT did contact the Lions Club for a meeting date of May 21st to go over Route 173. I do not have a time or anything yet, and as soon as we get all that ironed out, we'll let everybody know, and then we'll post it on our website and our Facebook page. So I'm as eagerly waiting this as a lot of other people are, because I need to see what the time frame is and what they're gonna do and everything else, so letting you know about that. Next, we have the question of the resolution for the Church of the Apostolistic. They want to have a parade, and they want to do it, I think it's in July, and that's going to necessitate some traffic control and the closure of Route 173 on basically both ends of the town for like 10 minutes at each point. He was here and explained everything to us at the last meeting. So does anybody have any comments or questions? Okay, so can I have a motion to move forward with a resolution to allow this parade?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
Okay, then we'll go and move forward with the resolution. All right, next we have a situation that came up. You know, normally I don't ask you to do things on the spur of the moment, that's not what I want to do, but we have a situation. The lagoon that is part of the old wastewater or sewer plant is in dire need of some work. It's starting to stink, okay?
Actually, it stunk last year too.
What?
It stunk last year too. It's not a new problem, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, it's a new problem to me,
Okay,
okay? I was just found out about it.
okay.
So I don't live over there, so I don't know.
I-
Okay, well, that's why we're gonna take care of it, okay? So basically what happens is, normally, there's enough water on top of the sludge pile down there that allows for algae to grow, and It's called pink flock, I think. And what it does is it covers the sludge and the algae actually starts to eat away at the sludge pit that's down there and keeps the odor down. But we had a very dry winter this year, very low on snow and rain, so the water level on top of it now is also very low, and it doesn't allow for the growth of algae to try to take care of this. And under that low water is 30 years of sludge from when that was used for the old wastewater facility. There's even a dead deer in there now. Okay, so at first, a couple years ago, I had asked the question of whether we could just fill that sucker in, but we can't until we fix the problem with the sewer plant as far as stormwater inflow goes, because that's where the overflow goes, and then they pump that back through the system when they get back to normal. The only solution to this is to drain the swamp, basically, okay? And I got a quote from Collins, who we do a lot of work with, and they quoted us 22 cents a gallon, and calculations show that there's approximately 120,000 gallons of this stuff down there. That comes to a total of $26,400. And once we clean this up, we shouldn't have this problem again, because most of the overflow that goes in there is going to be water. And then we'll pump the water out and we'll take care of it. The other thing that we also have to identify is the fact that this is a rubber lined pit, and I have no idea what the condition of that rubber liner is underneath this, and whether that is seeping into the ground and ultimately into our aquifer, which is not a good situation in my opinion. And since we have the funds, I feel that we should get this taken care of ASAP. If it smells, it's not just an aesthetic problem, but it becomes a health issue. People have to smell this, and I gotta think that it's not healthy for people to breathe this in. So what I'm looking for tonight is I would like to authorize $40,000 to give us a buffer so we can move ahead and get this sludge removed from this pit and get it cleaned up, and not have to deal with it again. We'll get this done as soon as we can. I just don't think this is a situation where we'd have to wait another month to get it done because we have a committee meeting and a business meeting. I get it, but I think we need to act on this urgently. Any questions, any comments? Okay, so can I have a motion to approve a budget of $40,000 for this project?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, can I have a roll call?
Yes. Trustee Lopez?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon?
Aye.
Trustee Laso?
Aye.
President Bang?
Aye.
Trustee AG?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee
Okay.
Panal?
Okay, all right, thank you. Motion passes. We will get this done, and I will keep you all abreast of the progress we make. Thank you. Next, Trustee Lopez, you got anything?
No, nothing.
Trustee McMahon?
No.
All right, I'm gonna do your financial report for you because you're not talking well tonight. So I'll go over this. So on the treasurer's report, in our general fund, we have $1,270,315.24. In MFT, we have $139,313.22. And in our water fund, we have $678,201.40. Now to the financial report. Total revenue for administration right now comes to $533,814.48, and we budgeted $560,600, so that represents 95% of the budget. Now, this is a financial report for the end of February, so that's 10 months of the 12-month fiscal year, so that represents 83% of the year. So 95% is better than what we expected. On the salaries for elected, et cetera, We budgeted $41,400, we have spent $35,441, or 85% of the budget, so we're basically right on the money. And under administrative expenses, we budgeted $257,400, and we spent $196,608.09, or 76% of the budget, so actually under budget in those categories. And on public works, we budgeted, $125,300. We spent $124,173.64, or 99%. And again, I remind you, that was because of the new truck we bought, and the revised budget will pull that number back with its compliance, okay? And next, under MFT, we budgeted $57,500 for income, and we've taken in $55,105, or 95%, so we're a little ahead of budget on that. And expenses, we budgeted $125, we spent $125. We're not gonna spend any more for the rest of the year, and that's at 100%. And under water revenue, water sewer revenue, we budgeted $660,500. We've taken in $550,955.32, or 83%, which is right on the money. And under water expense, we budgeted $388,000, and we spent $231,045.02. We've only spent 59.55%, but we haven't spent the $47,000 that we're gonna owe for the rehab of well number 2, so that number is gonna go up, but it still will be well within budget. Under sewer expense, we budgeted $304,500. We spent $258,217.37, or 84% of our budget, so that's pretty much right on the money. So our financials are in really good shape. We've got enough money in the bank to do the things that we need to do, and, you know, that's that. So the budget is pretty much accurate and doing what it's supposed to do. Trustee Agee, anything?
Nope.
Trustee Walker?
No?
All right. Trustee Pennell's not here, so I'm gonna do the water report. We have one blower has been repaired and ready for pickup. A well number 2 being put back together as we speak, should be able to get samples this week and have plans to have it back online this weekend. The lift station cleaning on schedule for the first week of April, and hydrant flushing in the following weeks to come. Okay? And that's all I got. Anybody got anything else? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to
Can I
adjourn.
have a second?
Okay.
And all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.